What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I have a live trade that I want to go ahead and break down. We were looking for a break and retest of 63 coming into today's trading day. Over the last few weeks, AMD had a very difficult time getting over a supply level at 63, and when we woke up this morning, we went ahead and we broke that level. We had some strength on semiconductors, and we had some news out of NVIDIA that I believe caused some upside on the semiconductor sector. Now, after seeing that AMD broke that 63, you guys know how I like to trade. I want to see that pullback. I want to see that previous supply turn into a demand, and I want to start to look for the upside off that break and retest. That is exactly what I did today. Made about $1,600 on this trade. I have it all recorded live, so at the end of the video, I will go ahead and insert the live recording, which is straight from the voice chat in the Discord. So I hope you guys enjoy the breakdown and then the live trade from today. If you guys enjoyed after watching, press that like button, subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more videos just like this. Alright guys, so if you pay attention to my channel at all, if you come to the pre-market live streams, if you look at the analysis that I provide, you know that we were looking at 63. 63 has been a level on AMD that it has not been able to get over. That is a previous low right here at this previous low from back. This was back on the 30th of September. This was right around this 63 psychological level. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the chart for us to sort of see. So right here at 63, we have had a very difficult time getting over this level. If I go ahead and draw this area out, we can see that we had a previous support from back here, previous support 63, previous support 63, previous support 63, and we fell under it back here on the 10th or the 7th of October. We got that break. And ever since, we've been sort of channeling here between 63 and 56. Now, every single time that AMD has made its way back up to 63, you can see one time here, another time over here, and another time right here back on Friday of last week, we have seen rejections. So we know that that is a very major rejection point that AMD is struggling to get over. Now, if that gets over that level, if it can turn it into support, that is a very important flip on the market, right? That is a previous rejection point that is now holding the market higher, and that is where I want to look to go long. I want to try to get the best risk to reward I can, look to go long on a pullback to 63, get it to show me some support at 63, and look for that thing to push off that level. That is exactly what we saw today. So if we go into the 15-minute chart, we can see that this is today's price action. We had this morning, which is right here. We can see we got a push above 63. I'm going to go ahead and put on the after hours so you can get a good idea of that here. So you can see this was yesterday. We got above 63 and we held it. We held above that level and we pushed off of it to the upside in the pre-market. Now getting in here does not provide a great risk to reward. I don't want to just buy calls up here knowing that even if we pull back to 63, this is still a valid trade. So why try to get stuck in calls up here when you want to still be in this trade all the way down here? That's way too much drawdown. I don't want to be stuck in that type of drawdown. So this morning we were talking in the Discord saying, let's look for that pullback. Let's see if we get a pullback to 63. And if we do, let's try to buy that dip. Let's see if that previous 63 rejection point turns into support. And you can see this morning we got that quick pullback. We started to get bought up there at 63. And this is where I started to go ahead and purchase my AMD call options. So if I break this down to the 1-minute chart, we can see this a little bit more clear. We can see exactly how this happened around this 1-minute chart. Here was the 63 level, and this is how it started to react. So we saw that pre-market push. We got that quick downside into 63. You can see right around this time, we were starting to consolidate. We started to build a sort of a bottom here near 63, and we actually created a higher high. Right? We started to consolidate here at 63, showing me that there was support stepping in, and this is where I started to get filled in some of my call options. I'll go ahead and pop up my entries and exits on the screen if you want to see it here, but you can also wait towards the end of the video where I will do a live recording of my entries. Now, looking at this chart, you can see that we didn't quite get the immediate push. We did get a nice push, pretty quickly here off 63, and we could have scaled out onto that push, but I decided to hold, right? I thought there would be more upside here after getting that break and retest of 63. And how I like to manage these trades when I have a very distinct level that I am trading off of, let's say in this example, it is that 63 level, I am not going to sell this position until I get my stop loss hit. So I got into this position with the game plan of saying, Let me get in on a 63 break and retest. Let me hold this position. Let me get a comfortable position size that I'm not going to panic over. And as long as AMD continues to make higher highs and higher lows, continues to build off that 63 level, then I want to stay in this position. I'm not going to get emotional over little volatility moves. I'm not going to get emotional if we get a big jump or a big drop in a single direction. As long as we're above that 63, as long as it's continuing to build that higher high, higher low formation, and as long as the NASDAQ, which is what I watch as well, continues to look bullish, then I want to see if I can continue to hold some runners here. I'll obviously scale out as I get my move, but I want to stay patient. I want to have a game plan here. My game plan is get in on 63 retest, trust that technical level, not be scared of losing if you're wrong. If it was to break down under 63, get out for a loss. If it stays above 63, that's my retest level. Continue to look for that upside. And I have that liberty to do so because I'm getting in near that break and retest level. I'm getting in at a good risk to reward. Getting in down here where I did around 945, my risk is very small. My risk is maybe about 30, 40 cents on the underlying stock. You can see my entry was right around here, around 946. It was right around this $63.25 level. So my risk is really only about 25 cents to the downside, right? If I'm getting in here, I'm risking about 25 cents to the downside with a potential very large reward back up towards maybe high a day or maybe even higher. So I'm going to get in here at a good risk to reward. Maybe the entry at that point is a little bit contrarian because the market is moving lower and AMD is moving lower, but it sets me up with that risk to reward, which is exactly what I wanted to see coming into today's trading day. Now, on top of looking for that AMD break and retest of 63, I want to share with you guys what the NASDAQ did today, which kept me in this position. This is actually live right now, so you can see the market is starting to fall off that 11.2 level. That was a very difficult level for the market to get over, but let's focus on this morning. This morning, you guys saw we got the pullback. But as I started to enter this position on AMD, look at what the NASDAQ was doing from around 945 to around, let's say, around 1130. Look at how clean the upside was early morning. And this is what kept me confident in my AMD entry. Focusing on what the NASDAQ is doing, making sure that the NASDAQ is staying in a strong position will keep me in calls looking for more upside on a stock like AMD. You can see right here that we had a previous rejection around 11,050 on the NASDAQ. This is around 5 minutes after open. We broke down. We got back up, we broke that level, and what did we do? We turned it into a support. So that was very nice. I was sort of spotting that flag here on the NASDAQ around this time. You can see that we had a flag here on the NASDAQ. I'll go ahead and pop up the screenshots that I was sharing in the Discord chat. We had that nice flag there on the NASDAQ, creating a previous rejection point into support. That gives me confidence to stay in my upside on AMD, right? The NASDAQ is supporting more upside, and that will help AMD to the upside as well. So I want to stay in that position. Now, you can see about around 10:15, 10:20, we got a push. And what did we do after the push? We pulled back, we held the previous high, and we continued to stair step to the upside. Again, giving me more confidence to stay in my upside position. Once again, we pushed to the upside, we pulled back, and what did we do once again? We turned the previous rejection point into a support, giving me confidence to stay in my position. And this is where eventually the market just sort of said, all right, let's go, we're moving up, and you can see that big push on the NASDAQ here up to around 11.2. So focusing on the NASDAQ here while I'm in my AMD position gave me the confidence to stay in this position, gave me the confidence that AMD would try to continue higher. If I saw the NASDAQ break down some of these levels, then of course I have to make my decision on AMD. But with the NASDAQ holding these levels, holding these retest levels, pushing to the upside, creating higher highs and higher lows, it gave me the confidence to stay in AMD. And now after seeing both the NASDAQ as well as AMD here, I want to go ahead and break down this live trade. I'm going to go ahead and run the clip. This is straight from the Discord chat, guys. You're going to hear exactly what I'm talking about when I trade live in the Discord community. You can see my entries, my exits as I scale out of the position, sort of my mindset during it. So please enjoy that. I'm going to go ahead and roll that clip, and then we will wrap up this video. I'm actually going to take a little bit of size. I took 5 AMD 63 calls there for $1,000 position size, so very small. But I will add to this. Just got myself a nice 63 pullback. That would be a break and retest of 63. Still an AMD. I like the 63 retest. Let's see if that thing can work for me today. I'm sort of concerned about NVIDIA rejecting the 146 level. Nice AMD push there. NVIDIA starting to come back up a little bit. Would like to see AMD clear this VWAP, and then I think it can get going here. I'm happy with my AMD position right now. Up 300. I've been adding a little bit to it here and there. There we go. Yeah, I want to see AMD. I would like to see AMD hold this VWAP on this pullback right here. That would be nice. NASDAQ looks good. A little bit of a wedge forming on AMD. Yeah, I'm still in AMD, guys. I'm not selling AMD until it breaks 63. NASDAQ is not showing me a reason to get out. 63, guys. 63 is a retest level that I'm playing it off of. Right? I'm not going to make any drastic emotional decisions above 63. I'm in a position size where I'm comfortable to hold until the 63 breaks. This NASDAQ 11,050 level is very important right here, guys. If we lose this 11,050, then we'll probably move lower. Dollar is pushing pretty aggressively to the downside. Tesla's starting to move lower. This is an interesting little flag that the NASDAQ is building. I wonder if it can actually get a move over it. That's really the main thing we need to watch for right now. NASDAQ definitely looks like a bull flag to me at this moment in time. We just need to see if we can get the push. There it is. There's a little bit. There's your start. Nice push. Nice hold to high a day on NASDAQ. Would love to see this NASDAQ hold this high a day level. We also need to be careful of the ES rejecting this 38.35. But I do like this little NASDAQ retest to high a day here. Intraday high. You can see right here. Look at the NASDAQ. Alright, I gotta take a little off on AMD there. That's a big push in my favor. Boom. Nice. Up 1,500 on that now. NASDAQ really kept me in that position, right guys? Why did I stay in AMD? You saw that NASDAQ just continue to hold. That NASDAQ's so important. I'm going to take a little bit more off here at high day, guys, at AMD. Not going to be too crazy, not to get too greedy here. Alright. Because if it goes back under there, you're probably going to slip. You're probably going to see a continuation to the downside. That's like the previous high that I think needs to hold to build here. It's already built here for about 5 minutes, so a slip under that will probably cause a little bit of a squeeze to the downside, and you don't want to be caught in that. I'm going to scale out a little bit on that push, guys. Alright, good sell though. Great sell on that. Great scale out on that push, right? Sort of just snake that sell. That was good. I like that. I love doing that. I love selling and then seeing it come back. Just getting those contracts. Selling right at that peak and then not having to worry about the pullback because I just sold 5 off that push. I like AMD to hold here a lot. I really think it is going to. If this NASDAQ ES keep pushing, AMD should hold this 440 level. NASDAQ still sort of strong. Damn, part of me wants to add off this, but I'm not going to. But it looks like an ad. If the NASDAQ ES keep going, this looks like an ad on AMD to me. Alright. AMD's getting right on the edge of where I probably want to start taking it off, but let's see. I'm going to try to give it a little time. Yeah, that AMD retest is something. That looks great. I'm holding this. As long as that thing's above that retest level, I'm holding. Alright, guys. 1639. All out.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that live recording. You can see my entries were as AMD was pulling back to that 63 level, trusting in that retest and trusting that it would try to hold that previous rejection point and turn it into a support. Now, while I was in that AMD position, you could probably hear that I was very focused on the NASDAQ, looking to see if the NASDAQ can continue to build higher highs and higher lows, keeping me in this position, giving me confidence that the market was looking for more upside. I hope you guys learned something from that live recording. If you did, make sure to press the like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and of course, come to the pre-market live streams every single morning, 100% free, where we went over this exact play pre-market that you could have learned from, could have got analysis from. Come hang out in those pre-market live streams. They are very useful and a great way to start your morning. Thank you guys once again for the support. Press the like button, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.